believe it is time for us to really take a leadership role and put a pause on many of these tournaments.
Yeah, that county supervisor says it is time to stop playing youth sports.
So dozens of teams from California and New Mexico have been coming here to Arizona to play their tournaments because they've been canceled back home. Tonight, Jason Berry shows us why some say these games pose a health risk.
Youth soccer and baseball teams from across the country will be here in the Phoenix area this weekend, and that's raising some red flags from some local officials who say youth sports should be shut down with COVID cases on the rise. The soccer fields at Reach 11 in Phoenix are empty now, but the weekend after Thanksgiving will be a whole different story. One of the state's largest youth soccer tournaments, the Desert Super Cup, is about to kick off with more than 200 teams, many from out of state.
That's the important thing.
Steve Gallardo is on the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors. He says having these big youth sporting events in the middle of a health pandemic is a bad idea. So he's urging local city and town leaders to put a temporary stop on all youth sports for the month of December.
I think it's time for us to do a timeout. Let's just wait 30 days, and then we can all go back out on the ball field together at the same time. But this is not the time to be playing games or the time to be risking anyone's health.
We reached out to organizers of the Desert Super Cup to ask about health and safety guidelines, but never heard back. Their website does show a number of rules players and coaches, family and fans must follow. Everything from wearing masks to social distancing. AZ Family has found all youth sports from soccer to football to baseball have safety measures in place for their local tournaments. Rex Gonzalez runs T-Rex Baseball in Scottsdale, which has a number of teams playing tournaments every weekend. He thinks canceling more games for these kids would do more harm than good, especially with all the precautions they're already taking.
I think it's an absolutely horrible idea to shut down the well-being and the psyche of these young men and young women, if you will, playing softball. I think it's just huge for them to get out and be with their friends and intermingle with their buddies and being out in society in the fresh air.
Right now, all youth soccer and baseball tournaments for this weekend are scheduled to go on as planned. Whether or not additional restrictions are put in place for the month of December, it is a possibility. In Phoenix, Jason Berry for Arizona's Family.